Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joshua Rickett. I want to say thank you so much for being here because it's my very first video. And I feel like I just wanted to share this experience with everybody because it meant so much to me. And if I can give anybody any advice to how the meet and greet and VIP experience and everything, then I can give you some advice on how everything went, and so you can be better prepared for your show. All right, I'm trying to figure out where I should start first. I guess I should start with maybe a couple days before the show. So a couple days before the show, I got my VIP itinerary from VIP Nation, and it just said it was a big reminder basically of everything that we're supposed to have and what we should expect, and some other things too. It was basically like, oh, check-in time is 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. and you have to be there by 5:30 p.m. or else they wouldn't let you in because of like security and stuff like that. What else? You had to bring ID, you had to bring, well, the email said to bring the original credit card of purchase, but you didn't need that. They didn't even check that. They for sure checked the ID. And I know if you're a certain age, I think it's like 14 or 13 or something I think it's like 14 to 16 and then like 12 and under or something like that. If you were like 14 to 16, you had to have a parent check you in. But if you were like under 12 if you were under 14, I don't know, you had to bring a parent with you inside, which meant that they had to have a ticket as well. I don't really know. That didn't apply to me. I'm 22, so I was, check myself and I'm good. So, I check in on the day of the show. Is Miami night 2, so it was Saturday. Checked in, it was like 5 o'clock. There was a lot of people there. I guess I got there last. Well, not last, but towards one of the few last people. And anyway, we get into the building and they hand you your VIP bag, and it has like your poster and all that stuff in it. We'll go over that later. And then they take your phone and they take your Apple Watch if you wear an Apple Watch, and they lock them up in these little yonder bags is what they're called. And it's basically like, it's like a case, like a cell phone case sort of, and it locks on the outside. There's like a lock on the outside, and the only way it comes off is like through the mechanism that they have set up on the table. And the guy who actually checked me in, he didn't even take my watch. But and at first I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna record what I can, scamming. But I was like, you know what, I don't want security to throw me out when they see that I have my watch on. So I just voluntarily gave it my watch to him. And I asked the little manager security lady, I was like, oh, would you have kicked me out if you found out that I had my watch still on during the sound check? And she was like, oh no, I just would have took it and put it in a bag, you're fine. And I was like, oh, well, shows me how serious you guys are about your jobs, right? So after that, they had us in like 2 separate lines. Well, first of all, when you go into the building, at least the building I was in, the immediate area we were in was the lounge area. So we saw everything. Well, everything wasn't out yet, but everything was going to be there. So we saw the merch that was exclusively for the VIP people, because I think there was merch that was there that was cheaper where we were in the lounge versus in the actual arena. When they started selling it, their merch was more expensive, even though it was the same stuff. So you could buy merch if you really wanted to, because at this point all we're doing is just waiting. It's like 5:15, 5:30. So okay, so yeah, we were in the lounge area, but nothing was set up yet, and everyone was just waiting. Everyone had their stuff, they were just waiting, and we wait for like 20 minutes, and they had us in like 3 separate lines, sort of. Joan was there, which was really cool, but she was surrounded by people and her family and security and stuff like that, so no one could really even get to her. But yeah, Oh my goodness, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we were in like 3 separate lines. So there was like one line that was like on the bottom floor. Like on the bottom floor, and then there was like another line that was like going upstairs, and then there was another line that was kind of just in the middle of everything. So the people who go up the stairs go first, and then we realized that was Jones, like her guest, that was Jones and Ariana's guest, because like those are people, obviously it was Miami, so everyone that Ariana and Joan have known, personal friends and family, they're going to their own section of the Soundcheck show. And then as far as the line I was in, which was like in the middle of everything because I kind of got there late, and then the line that was like on the bottom floor, a couple steps down, we were all Soundcheck people, but they made it seem like we were in different lines for different reasons. I don't know, it didn't make sense. It was really not well organized, and information was not traveling like to us efficiently, in an efficient manner. Like we had to go up to people and ask what is going on, and no one could really give us an answer on like what was going on. So we were just like, this is annoying. So anyway, it's like 20 minutes pass. The first people on the first floor or whatever, a couple steps away from us, that line, they go first, and then our line goes, and then they take us to the arena, and then they sit us in the pit. Well, we're not sitting, but we're standing. We're in the pit, and then our Joan's guest and Ariana's guest, they're in the left pit. Excuse me. And the both of the other lines, which was Soundcheck and Meet and Greet, those are in the right pit. So I didn't get to write down a question. I guess during this whole commotion thing, the first line, I guess, like the people who went first, they got papers and you could write questions on them. We didn't. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. But I still ended up, even though I was in the second line, the people that went into the right pit, I still got a really good spot where I was standing. I was like, there was one person in front of me where the barrier was. Because you can stand wherever you want. I guess people didn't really know where Ariana was going to come out, or if she was going to stay on the stage, or if she was going to come into the pit, or if she was going to go to the B stage to be in between both pits. But she ended up sitting on the stage. So we wait there for about 15-20 minutes again. So I guess at this time it's probably now 6 o'clock. And yeah, she comes out, all her dancers come out, and yeah, then Soundcheck starts. You know, Brian and Scott hop on the mic, and they just, introduce themselves. Everybody, all the dancers, Ariana obviously, they introduce themselves, say welcome, thank you for coming, and then they just go over like some rules and just say like, oh, don't shout out answers, don't talk over each other, and no like talking out of turn, like shouting random things like, oh, I stand and slay and stuff like that, because it's, I guess, it's rude or whatever. It's funny. So yeah, the first thing we do is we talk about, do we go over the questions first? Yeah, I guess we go over the questions first. Yeah, okay, so we go over the questions first. So Ariana has her little bucket box with the questions in it, and she just starts picking random ones, and then she reads off the names and says, where are you? And then the person raises their hand, and then she answers the question. She reads it out loud, and then she answers it. And it was really nice because she really puts a lot of thought into her answers, and it isn't just like a yes or no, type of deal. Like, she really goes over every single detail, and a little bit goes off topic too. But she's really cute, and she's so beautiful, and yeah, she really took her time answering everything. It was really cute. Some of the questions that we had were like really stupid questions. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm trying to think. One person asked, do you like dogs? And I was like, what? Like, you really Like, hello, Ariana has like 11 dogs. Like, are you serious? Like, do you like dogs? What type of question is that? You're stupid. Anyway, someone else asked something stupid. It was like, oh, it wasn't even a question. It was like something about, girl, tomatoes? Really? No, you wasted your question. You're annoying. What else? People. Oh, there was one good question that was asked, and she asked, oh, like what motivates you to make music and what inspires you to keep singing and stuff like that. And this question brought me to tears when like Ariana started speaking about it, and she was just like, oh, like, you know, I love music so much. It's really helped me in my life, and you know, that was the only thing I really wanted to do. Like, acting was fun, and I've been acting and doing Broadway since I was so young, but you know, music is what I really, really like have a passion for. I'm just so grateful that I've had the opportunity to make music and people enjoy my music, and it's blessed me with so many different opportunities in life, and I just love making people happy, and I love to sing. And I loved hearing that answer because you really understood, like, Ariana, her music is her life, and like, you know, it's what she loves and it's who she is. And to see somebody so passionate about their craft, and you know, it's not something that they take for granted or they take advantage of, it really, like, it's really beautiful. Because nowadays people really aren't passionate about what they do, and I know so many people who hate their jobs and, you know, don't get to do what they want to do because of life. And you know, she was just blessed with the opportunity just to do what she wants to do and to be her own person, and no one can take that away from her. So that was like really dope. So after the questions got answered, she probably answered like 6 or 7 questions. Pretty good. And anyone who gets their question answered, got a piece of merch. I think it was like either a hat or a t-shirt or something like that. So if you get your question answered, then you're definitely going to get some merch. Free merch. Yay for you. Then after that, we played a game. Well, actually, before we played the game, Ariana went around and asked every single person what was their favorite thing about the tour. So I think that was another question that was asked, like, what was your favorite part about tour? And then she ended up passing the mic to every single person, even the dancers, and everyone said what their favorite part was. So I thought that was really nice. Okay, so after that, then we played the game, and the game was Name That Tune. So Brian or Scott, I forget which one, was on the aux cord. I think it was Scott, and he was just picking like random songs and like playing half a second of it. And whoever answered it correctly, like whoever raised their hand first and answered it correctly, they got a piece of free merch. So if you got it wrong, you didn't get anything. But you know, still raise your hand for every single question, because if the person in front of you gets it wrong, then you might just be the next person that they call on. And if you have the right answer, then you're fine. So they did, what songs did they do? They did Touch It. Touch It was last, which I was very upset about, because I was like, Ariana, girl, like, you said Touch It was boring, but she didn't hear me when I said that. And she was singing along to it too, like, girl, like, what is the truth? Do you like Touch It or do you not? We did Touch It. We did Be Alright. That was like the easiest one, which I didn't get anything, of course, because I'm slow. Be Alright, Touch It, I think Santa Tell Me, and a few other ones. But that game was like so rigged, because that game was hard. That game was not easy. And I don't know how people were getting the answers right. They had to have been cheating, or like Spotifying, or what's that app called? Like Shazamming it. They had to have been doing that, because how else were you getting it? So after that, SOUNDCHECK pretty much ended. It was fun, I guess. I'm glad I had meet and greet though, because if I just had SOUNDCHECK, I'd be kind of pissed. just because, like, I don't know, if you didn't get your question answered, and if you didn't get any merch, then I feel like it was kind of like a waste of time. But it was nice seeing her and seeing her so up close. And if you've never seen her before, then definitely take the opportunity to do it. Especially if you were in the pit, like if you had pit seats. I thought that was really cool. So, anyway, she ends up leaving. They give out like I think 5 or 6 pieces of merch for the game show thing. So, so she leaves, and then Joan and her guests who were in the left pit, they left first. And then it was just us in the right pit left. And then the security lady comes out and she says, if you do not have the gray wristband, let me see if I can find it. It's like the wristband that says Miami, June 1st. That one, Miami. If you don't have that one, then you had to leave the pit and go back to the lounge. So everyone leaves, and then security like starts coming around checking everybody for their wristbands to make sure that they have it, and have the lanyard too, which is like the laminate, which is this one, that one. Oh, it's so cute, I love it. So yeah, if you didn't have both those, you had to leave. Oh, okay, so maybe like 15 minutes go by and we're all just standing there like doing nothing, you know, making sure security's coming around, checking 2, 3, 4 times, making sure everybody has their stuff on. And then that's when the security lady comes back out and says, all right, meet and greet, let's go. So this whole time I'm like buddied up with this other girl who's by herself, because I was by myself. So I buddied up with this other girl, her name was Lynette. And we had been talking and we were like, oh, should we go to the front or should we go to the back of the line for the meet and greet? Because I was given advice by someone like a day before the show, and they said that you should try for the front of the meet and greet line, because if you're in the front, then you can go to the Sweetener lounge to get whatever you want to get first, and then you can run straight to the pit so you can get barricade and get like the best spot during the show. But if you're towards the back, then you may get more time with Ariana during the meet and greet itself. However, everybody in meet and greet and sound check and pit is already in the pit, and they've already taken all the good spots. So it's like, do you want more time with Ariana one-on-one, or do you want a better spot during the actual show? So I was like conflicted on what I wanted, but then we ended up deciding that we wanted more time with Ariana one-on-one, because hello, like who would pass that up, right? So they call meet and greet, and then so we walk out, everyone starts walking out of the pit, and then I like jump out of line and like tie my shoe, like fake tie my shoe so that, and I have Lynette hold my stuff for me so it makes it look like she's doing something so that we could be last. And then it worked, and then we ended up being last, and then we met these other girls, and we all buddied up because we were all at the back, and we just talked. We were there for like 20-25 minutes maybe. It wasn't that long. It wasn't as long as I expect us to be there. I thought we were gonna be there way longer, waiting on Ariana, but we weren't. We were just talking, and we were talking about what we were gonna do, what we were gonna say, if we were gonna give her any gifts, give her any notes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going off topic, so I'm sorry. So yeah, anyway, meet and greet starts. Oh, the security lady came out beforehand and was like, make sure you have on your lanyards and your gray wristband bracelets, because security's gonna be, you know, everywhere, making sure you have all your stuff on. And before we started the meet and greet, she said, only say positive and uplifting and empowering things to Ariana, so that you can basically like hype her up before the show starts, and don't say anything depressive or like, you know, negative, or bring up stuff that like has hurt her, because like, you know, that'll kill her mood before the show. Only hype her up. So I was like, that ain't no problem. So meet and greet actually starts. it like goes by fast, but like slow at the same time. It's hard to explain it. You know, like your bags that you brought with you to the see-through bags that you brought with you to the concert, and then you have the VIP bags that they gave you. So you have to take all that stuff off and then leave it on like a table before you go into the meet and greet area. So once your meet and greet is done, you have to come back around like through the back way and past the line that we were waiting in originally in order to get back to the table to get your stuff. So it's basically like a big circle. Like you go in, you meet Ariana, and then you come back out around the other side, and then you pick up your stuff, and then you go back to the lounge. So we were asking like every single person when they came back, you're like, oh, how was it? How much time did you get? What did you say? What did she say? And like the first couple of people who came back out were like, oh, it was like 5 seconds. I didn't say anything. I didn't say what I wanted to say. I didn't do it. Excuse me. I didn't do what I wanted to do. And we were all just like, oh, like, ew. But I asked this one dude, I was like, did security rush you? Did they like pull you out? Or did Ariana like rush you or whatever? And then he was like, no one rushed me. I kind of just left. And I was like, well, why'd you leave? Like, if security wasn't rushing you and Ariana wasn't really rushing you, then why voluntarily leave, you know? I want as much time as possible, so security's gonna have to throw me out in order to get me out of there, you feel me? So it was good to be in the back so I could ask people, you know, what not to do, you know? So it comes to my turn to go in. I'm like standing in front of security. And then like right when I'm standing in front of security is when I can hear her voice. And she is like she has like the cutest, like highest pitched voice ever. And that's when I like finally knew it was real, when I like heard her voice and I peeped around the corner and I like saw the picture snap. I was like, oh my God, like it is my turn. I'm next. I'm going to meet Ariana, you know? So security was like, just breathe, know what you want to say, be confident, and she's so nice and you're gonna kill it. Just don't blank out. That was my main goal. My main goal was not to blank out, because if you blank out and you forget what you want to say, then you are gonna get like no time with her, because security is gonna think you're crazy in a basket case and you need to exit the building ASAP. So all my focus was what I wanted to say. So so security finally lets me go. He's like, all right, enjoy your time, good luck. And then I walk in and I walk past this curtain, I walk into like another room, and it's like blackout curtains everywhere. And I see, like while I'm walking to Ariana's curtain, I see on the right side, I see Doug, Courtney, Toulouse, and there were some other people there. I think I saw, Nona wasn't there. I want to say Joan was there. And then there was security there too. I think that was pretty much it. I think Josh was there, her hairstylist. And then I said hi to them. I was like, hey everybody, how are you doing? And they all, you know, said hi back. And then I walked past them. And then I walked to Ariana's curtain. Security opens it. I think Rashad was there. And then I see Ariana. Oh my God, she was so pretty, and she's just so bad. Like I just love it, you know. And we lock eyes, and I was like, oh my God, like she's looking at me, and this is like, I can't believe I'm here right now. And she like extends her arms open, and I throw my arms out too for the biggest hug ever. And I was like, oh my God, hi, I love you so much. I can't believe I finally met you. And like we hugged for so long. And she's like, okay, well at this point now I'm reading my note, because I like wrote everything down after I left the meet and greet. So now I have to like read what happened. Okay, so she gave me a hug, and I hugged her for so long. And then after the hug was over, she said, what's your name? And I said, Joshua. And she said, oh, Joshua, it's so nice to meet you. And then she said, thank you for coming. And then I told her about how much I loved her music, and how like I have anxiety and how it gets me through like my anxiety, and whenever I'm in a bad mood or just like not feeling too well, I can always listen to her music to help me feel better. And oh, okay. Her music always helps me feel better and puts me in a happy mood. And I told her how I can stay up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and refuse to do homework, and I can listen to her music and just do nothing, you know? So I told her how much her music uplifts me, and how much like her music has influenced me as a person, like with self-confidence and like self-love and all that stuff. And I told her how beautiful she was, and I told her how much I loved her. And I told her the fact that she got back up on her own 2 feet after everything that happened in her life, and how she continues to make music for us and tour for us and perform for us, sometimes 2 or 3 times in a row. I told her how much she didn't know that meant to us as fans. Like, she doesn't know how grateful we are for her, for everything that she does. And I told her that she was the strongest woman that I've ever known, for doing everything that she's ever done and continuing to be such an inspiration and such a positive person, and how she's always putting a smile on her face, and how she's always putting us before herself. And I just told her she's just amazing, and I gave her the biggest hug, and I told her that she deserved the entire world. And she was like, oh my gosh, stop, you're gonna make me cry. And at this point, I'm about to tear up too, and I felt like a lump in my throat was closing, because I was about to cry, because her music means so much to me, and I feel like she's such a kind person, and she doesn't deserve any of the hate that she gets. And I just think she's just a wonderful person, and I wanted her to know that. Like, if she didn't know that already, then you definitely know it now, because I'm telling you that you have helped me, and she's just like the best person ever. So, security, Scooter, and like everybody in the room, Courtney and everybody, they all started like clapping for me when I told her like how like she was the strongest woman that I've ever known, because I don't really know why they started clapping. I thought at first they were like making fun of me, and because I was like, oh my god, I'm over here pouring my heart out, they're all listening and then clapping, and they were like, no, like that was like a beautiful speech that you just said. And Scooter said that I should go into politics. I was like, absolutely not, I'm not going to politics, but I guess like because my speech sounded so, you know, like official or whatever. So that was really cool, and Ariana was laughing and stuff like that. And she told me I was cute, and she told me how much she loved me. And I hugged her again for so long, and I told her, I was like, oh, you smell good. And then she's like, oh, bitch, it's Cloud. I was like, yes, sis, come on. Okay, so then we take our photo, and it was so cute. I'll post it if I can. The photo, it was so, yeah, it was good, it was cute. But I felt like as soon as we took it, I knew that I didn't look into the camera. So I was like a little like flustered. I was like, I need to know how it looks, because I don't think I looked into the camera. So she let me wait and like look at the photo, because like I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Okay, so it's literally like a mirror. It's like a vanity. Okay, so it's like a vanity. So it's like a mirror, and then they have lights on the, like all around it, right? So it's like one continuous bright light. And it's a mirror too. So like when you look into it, you can see yourself in Ariana. So like that's the first thing that like you see is yourself, and you see Ariana. So, but like in the mirror itself, it's like there's like a black dot, and that is the camera. So it's like the dot, and then there's the mirror, and then there's the lights around the mirror. But like in that moment, I was going through so many emotions. I like wasn't paying attention, and I wasn't looking for the dot. I just looked in the general direction, and I saw myself, and then I saw Ariana next to me, and she was posing, and so I posed, and I didn't really know what I was looking at. I was just looking at myself in the mirror, because I'm looking in the mirror at myself, and I'm like, oh my God, Ariana's right next to me. So I was like very shocked. I was like, look, Ariana's next to me, so I don't really know what I'm looking at. But yeah, that was what had my attention. So I mean, I didn't look at the camera, but we ended up, there's like under that, there's like an iPad sort of thing, and the photos are on there, like they go right to it. So like we waited for the photo to show up, and I was like, is it cute? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, I think it's cute, but I don't really know, because Ariana's right next to me, and I'm not trying to have this moment end, so what are we gonna do? But I kind of wanted to take another one, but I didn't push, so I was just like, whatever. The photo person said it was cute, Ariana said it was cute, and from what I remembered, I thought it was cute, even though I knew I kind of didn't look where I was supposed to. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna feel like an idiot once this photo comes out and I'm not looking. But it ended up coming out really nice, so I was happy about that. So anyway, I gave her another hug, and I told her I loved her, and then I told her good luck, and you're gonna kill the show tonight. She was like, oh, thank you so much for coming, enjoy the show. And then I walked away, and I told Courtney and everybody and Doug, I told them all bye. And then I went back, and I got my bag from where I set it down earlier. And I think I got like maybe 5 minutes with her. I got a lot of time with her. Yeah, so I got my bag back, and then me and my like 3 friends I had met, we went back to the lounge to get our phones unlocked and Apple Watches unlocked too. And then, so we got them unlocked back at the lounge, and uncomfortable. We got our stuff unlocked, and then we got drinks. I got the 7 Rings punch because it was like amazing, and it was like a Blue Long Island basically. There was rum, vodka, Sprite, and some other stuff. I think lemonade and some other stuff in it. It was really good. It was strong too. Yeah. So if you definitely get the 7 Rings punch if you can get it. They had like 7 Rings punch. They had like a peach Bellini. They had like this other thing. It had like champagne in it. And then there was like this other thing that had vodka in it. Whatever. Get the 7 Rings punch. It was really good. My friend bought merch in the special section for us, Sweetener Lounge, because it was cheaper. I bought this shirt in the Sweetener Lounge area because it was cheaper. It says "Thank You, Sweet," and it has the tour dates on the back. I bought that there, but there was another piece of merch that I wanted that they didn't have there, so I had to go stand in the general line with peasants. I'm just kidding. To get the merch that I wanted. So we didn't like participate in all the Sweetener stuff, just because the lounge stuff, just because we wanted to get good pit seats, well, standing area. So we didn't get any food. We didn't use any of the perfumes that were set out. I think they had Cloud, Ari, and Sweet Like Candy, I think they had out. I don't think they had Moonlight. They might have had Moonlight. I'm not really sure. They had a photo booth set up. We didn't take photos. There was a line for it anyway. And what else did they have? There was music, obviously. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, like photo standing, like there was a whole bunch of places where you could take photos. Like they had like big, nice areas where you could like take photos and pictures with everybody. But we didn't do anything like that. Like I said, we wanted good pit spots, so we walked away. And I didn't want anyone to have to wait on me because the merch lines were so long. So I told everybody to just go ahead and like go get pit seats and then save me a spot or whatever, because I wanted the merch and I knew it would be gone later, so I needed to get into it. So so I wait in line and I get this merch. I wait for like 20 minutes, literally 20 or 30 minutes, and by this time it's already like 7:45. And this is the one I want. This is the one I got. This is like the, yeah, where she's on the stairs. And on the sleeves, it has like the locations. And then on this sleeve, it says Sweetener on it. It's like really awesome. And it's so comfy. I've slept in it like, not every day, but almost every single day. It's so comfy and I love it. And yeah, it's adorable. So that's pretty much it. I mean, okay, I guess I can go over what I got in the VIP bags. So obviously, got the poster. Awesome. Wish it was signed, but it's not. I got some, after the show, I got some Thank You Next confetti during Thank You Next. I got some 7 Rings money, courtesy of security. He was like handing some after the show. I thought it was really dope. Got some iron-ons, some stickers. Yes, I love it. And, ooh, the mirror, Sweetener World Tour. Cute, right? Oh, let me open it. Oh yeah, very nice. What else did I get? Was that it? That was pretty much it. I got a cloud roller ball, but it's somewhere. I think it's in that other bag, but I don't really feel like getting it. But yeah, it's a mini cloud, like a cloud stick. It's a spray. It's not really a roller ball. It's a spray, like the travel spray, but not like the big one. It's like the little one. I think that was it. And then obviously the lanyard and the laminate. This is so cute, isn't it? And the bracelet. Yeah, the show started. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna post some clips of the show in this video. My favorite moments. I got a really good spot in pit. Even though like we were last to meet Ariana, and I stood in the merch line, and we went to the lounge. Like I still got like, I think I got the best spot, one of the best spots in the pit, because in the pit, you know, that's the good thing about the pit. The pit was, first of all, the pit was like really empty. We had so much room. Yeah, there was nobody in our pit. In the left pit, that was the thick pit, because as it should be though, because that was the T-Mobile pit, and those people paid like $225, $250. The T-Mobile people paid $225, $250 for their pit tickets, so they deserve to be crammed like sardines, because you know everybody else in the right pit paid $1,000. So, but I mean, you met Ariana and you got the VIP stuff, so I mean, it balances out. So the left pit was yeah, general admission, which some people pay, I think I know one person who paid, I think $600 for general admission pit. And then if you had SOUNDCHECK, obviously it was $800, but it wasn't guaranteed that you're in the pit if you have SOUNDCHECK. SOUNDCHECK could just mean pit or floor, but like floor seats, and then lower bowl. So that ticket is sketchy, because you don't even know where you're gonna be sitting until the night of the show. And then yeah, my section was pretty much, my pit was just meet and greet. So it was only like 35 of us in there, 35, 40. Wasn't that many. And then my pit had Lexi was there, Doug was there, Courtney was there, Scooter was there, Social House was there, Brian was there for a while too, during Normani and Social House's set. Who else was there? Joan wasn't there. That was pretty much it. Yeah. It was real dope. During Get Well Soon, once she was on the B stage, she held my hand, this hand to be exact, and it was amazing. And I'll post that clip in here too. And yeah, it was the best concert of my life, and I'll never forget this experience, and I'll never forget the friends I made because of this experience. And yeah, it was totally worth it. I would do it 100% again. And there was some questions that I got from some people online that they wanted me to answer in this video. And one of them, okay, let me see if I can find them. Oh yeah, here they are. So one of them was, how is Ariana in person? And Ariana is one of the nicest, kindest people that I have ever met. And I don't know, I mean, people say that she's rude, maybe because she's a celebrity, maybe because they're a hater, maybe because they don't have edges. I have no idea why you hate. But she was nice to me. I can only go off of what my experience was. My experience with her was that she was nice to me, and she told me she loved me. She's cute, she's beautiful, she's unproblematic as hell. And if you don't like her, then you're jealous and you're a hater, period. That's all I can really say about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've gone over everything. I went over meet and greet, and yeah. Oh, my advice is, if you can get the back, because you get the most time with her. Be confident in what you say and how you're going to say it, because don't blank out. Don't blank out, because you would rather regret saying something than regret not saying something. Say as much as you can, as fast as you can, but get your point across. And take as much time as you want to, because security was really nice. Security won't kick you out. Like, they will not throw you out unless you don't know what you're doing and you're taking up time, and you're just not, like, you're not taking advantage of the time that was given to you. You have to take advantage of it. You have to, yeah. That was my main issue, was like, I want to say what I want to say, get my point across, and then I will leave. But yeah, no, she was really respectful. Security was real respectful. Like, yeah, it was so cool. Like, it was such a great experience, and I'll always cherish it. And I had the best time ever, met really cool people. And oh, another thing, when y'all come to the pit, first of all, y'all need to be respectful. Y'all need to stop asking everybody for photos. You can ask someone for a photo, but be respectful. Like, I'm not saying Courtney, I'm not saying Courtney and like Doug and them, I'm not saying like they're rude. They were nice to me. I didn't ask them for photos though. I just, I don't do all that, but just be respectful, because sometimes they might not be in the best mood, and they may not want to take photos with all of us. There's a lot of people in that pit, and they didn't come here to take photos with us. They came here to just watch Ariana perform. You know what I'm saying? So be respectful to them. Be respectful to Ariana when she performs. Stop pulling her during her shows, because she's going to stop putting her hand out if she's going to keep getting pulled by us. That's not cool, period. I was lucky enough to get my hand held during Get Well Soon, and because of people, 3 days later, when she performed in Chicago, people pulled on her during every time, and that was I don't know if people have seen that clip going viral on like Instagram and Twitter, where she's like, but if you keep pulling her, she's not going to put out her hand. Like, y'all people are going to ruin other people's experiences based on how you act at your show. And it's ridiculous that Ariana even has to come out and say, be respectful to my family members and my friends when they are in the pit with you guys, because you guys are aggressive. You stans are aggressive, and y'all don't know how to act. So y'all need to be respectful. And make sure you smell good and shower before you come to the pit, because the pit gets hot. It gets really hot, and I was like sweating like a slave in there. This experience was one of the best experiences of my life. I would do it again, 100%. And I'm so grateful to have been able to do it this time with meet and greet. And yeah, if you can do it, please do it, because you don't know how many of these tours she has left in her and how long she's gonna be making music. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm gonna post the other clips in here, like I said I was. And if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much.